Hello, crime fighters. I'm Ray the DA, and this is Straight Talk. So, is the Public Defender's Office around the state of Kentucky really the fastest growing agency in government? Someone suggested that they are the fastest growing agency in state government. Their numbers and sources of income they said, is growing and growing. I wonder, has anyone ever evaluated the total numbers to determine whether the public defender in Kentucky is really the fastest growing state agency? One thing I do know is that the Department for Public Advocacy and their allies, the Kentucky criminal defense lawyers, frequently dominate every hearing of the General Assembly's judiciary committees on matters pertaining to criminal law. And why shouldn't they? You see, there are a number of criminal defense attorneys on those judiciary committees in both the Kentucky House and Senate. They seem to be a willing audience. The public advocate and one or two others of their employees can usually be seen around the Capitol Annex whenever these legislative committees are meeting. Some states have laws that impose express limits on what public defenders may do, especially when it comes to lobbying through their offices. But not Kentucky. Kentucky doesn't have any limitations. My experience is that the Department for Public Advocacy attorneys routinely oppose any attempt to enforce the legal requirement that defendants who cannot afford it, or those that can afford it, be required to pay at least some of the costs of the representation by the public defender. Guess who's responsible for enforcing that requirement? You guessed it, none other than the Department for Public Advocacy. If public defenders are representing defendants who are not indigent, then the court should be more vigilant in determining the ability of defendants to pay. I wonder how to determine if the suggestion that DPA is the fastest growing agency in government is true. We just don't know. But we'll try to figure that out and report later, crime fighters. I'm Ray the DA, and this is Straight Talk.